Well, what's up, YouTube? I'm back at it again. This is Michael. And if this is your first time here, well, thank you very much for coming to look at my channel. My sole purpose of this channel is not really to make any money. Okay? I'm not here trying to get YouTube monetizations and all the rest of that stuff. Okay? If I get something, I get something. If I don't, I don't. That's not important. I know what's going to happen in the next couple of years in the USA. You guys are going to be fleeing that place like rats from a ship. Let me take out my Bluetooth here thing. Okay. You guys are going to be fleeing that place like rats off of a ship. And you're going to be looking for a place to go. Okay. And Canada is more expensive than the USA. And Mexico is going to be so dangerous. Well, there's other options out there. I guess you can look on a map if you know how to do that. But I live in Cambodia, and it is really, really cheap to live here. Okay. The people here, they don't make very much money. Okay, they just don't. They think they do. They think $400 or $500 a month is a lot of money. Okay, so I guess for them it is. But for us, for me, that's just not enough, man. I want to make $400 or $500 a day, and they're going to make that a month. Because they will live 10, 12 people into a house with no air conditioning. Everybody sleeping on the floor. Everybody pitching in a little bit. That's okay for them. That's their culture. It's their lifestyle. I don't care. They can do whatever they want to do. But for me, I can't do that. I'm not going to live like that. I've never lived like that, and I'm not going to live like that now. So when you guys are looking for a place to go in a couple of years, now it's for free. But when you guys are looking for a place to go in a couple of years, I'm going to have me a website set up. Okay, I'm going to make me a website, and it's going to be the same as my Gmail account right now. Okay, so then when you're wanting to flee, and I see the desperation on the news of people just ready just to leave because they can't afford it anymore. There's chaos on the streets, crime, just the whole thing. When I see the desperation setting in, I'm sorry, but I believe in capitalism, and I'm going to take advantage of that situation. Okay? I'm going to have me a website, and I will help you come over here because I got all the hookups, and I know everything to do. I've been coming here for 12 years, and I've been living over here for the last 4 years. So I'm very familiar with everything that needs to get done. Okay, like I said, you're going to need a credit card. It's not going to be super expensive, but it's going to cost you some money. Okay, and if you don't have a credit card, sorry, that's on you. Anyways, to get back to today's video, like I said, if you've been coming to my channel, I'd sure do appreciate it. And today's video, if you look at my post, if you look at something on my other channel, Live Rich Cambodia, I think it's at Live Rich Cambodia. Anyways, if you look at my other channel, I'm going to post some videos in the morning. These Asian women, they love foreigners. I mean, they just fall over themselves for a foreigner, and they don't care about the age difference. For them, it's not important. Okay? They know that foreigners come over here with a different mindset. Okay? They come over here mostly from the United States, but from Canada or Australia or England, some other place where it was expensive to make a living. And a lot of people, they never left the USA. So anytime they see foreigners over here, they see they have a lot of money, or at least they spend a lot of money. How about that? And that's it. That's in their mind. They kind of think that all foreigners have a lot of money. Okay, number one. Number two, most of the men here are absolutely lazy. I'm sorry to tell you that that's just the way it is. I mean, probably they don't want to hear that, but that's just what it is. They're going to walk around and they're going to send their wives to the market to go sell vegetables or brooms or whatever they're going to sell at the market. If you guys look at any of my videos, you're going to see all these little markets around. And there's always ladies there. There's always ladies. And then you go by the house where they live or some other place in these villages, and these men are just laying back in hammocks, drinking beer, playing cards, looking at their phone, just doing whatever. They're just riding around on the motels, visiting with other men. And it's kind of like a lady has to support the family. She got to clean the clothes and clean the house and do all that stuff. But especially us older guys, older gals too, we kind of grew up in an old school environment where the man is the head of the household. The man takes care of all the bills. The wife kind of stays at home. I got a stay-at-home wife. She cleans the house really nice, man. She cooks good food, takes care of my house, takes care of me when I'm sick, does all those nice things, man. I think they call it the nuclear family. Back in the nuclear family, they had that. Okay, I got a housewife, and that's not an easy job, man. She does a lot of stuff. She does a lot of stuff. So there are so many young Asian women over here that would just love, that would just die to have a foreigner husband. Okay, and so you older guys, or even you younger guys if you want, but you older guys, you come over here, you're 55 or 60, you can get a girl, she's 25 years old, 22. I mean, like I said, you can get them young, you can get them 18 if you want, you know, but it's up to you. And they live in these villages. And like I said, if you look at any of my videos, you're going to see these villages, man. These villages are the absolute most poverty-stricken thing you've ever seen in your life. They will have women and girls out there cleaning clothes next to the edge of the street. They don't even have a bathroom inside. They got a hole in the floor, and the sewer just runs out onto the street. Okay, they got chickens running around, kids running around with no pants on, outside, barefoot, playing in water. To me, it looks like sewage water. It smells like it. I don't know what it is. I didn't test it, but kind of smells and looks like that, so I don't know. But I got tired of, especially when I got into my 50s, I got tired of dating these women that were my own age. Okay? Because they already had issues. They had maybe 4 or 5 kids, I don't know, maybe 2 ex-husbands and an ex-baby daddy, and they had kids and grandkids, and we were going to all these places, all these things. I mean, I don't want to do all this stuff. I just didn't want to do it. Every weekend they got the grandkids or the kids coming over, and they're bringing over everybody, and it's just I just want. Plus they got baggage. Okay, let me tell you something. A 50-year-old woman has got baggage. I got baggage. Everybody got baggage, but I just didn't want to deal with any more of the the life-changing thing that women go through. I don't want to deal with no more of that. I had enough of it, and I just didn't want any more of those American women. Okay, I had girlfriends. I had good jobs. I made a lot of money. You can see in my profile picture, I had a nice Harley Davidson. I had a nice classic, fully restored 1969 GMC. I had a Pontiac Grand Prix, a nice one. I had a nice place to live. Everything I had was nice, and I just couldn't accept these older ladies, or if I try to find these younger ones, they were all into the drugs and the tattoos and the piercings, and I don't have no tattoos. If you like them, you like them. I don't. Okay, I don't have any. You can look at my arm. I don't got no tattoos, man. None. You know, and I would have to deal with these ladies and all their problems, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I went from 50 years old to 55, pretty much with no girlfriends. I mean, I had a little something from side, but I just didn't really have any girlfriends because all the ones that were at my age were kind of like leftovers. right? It's like old leftovers out of the refrigerator, man. I opened that up and it just didn't fit my life. And I just didn't want none of those younger girls because they're all tweakers or they're on dope or they're out cheating around or they're running around with Tyrones and you know, the whole Malikas and the Malakas or whatever their names are. I don't know, whatever they are. They just running around with all that, and they're playing all these little games. I just didn't want to play that no more. And I knew if I didn't find somebody, I was probably going to spend the rest of my life alone, which I didn't really want to do. But I mean, it's okay if that's what I had to do. But these very young, when I say young, okay, these very young ladies over here, when I say young, because I'm 67, so when they're 22 and 23 years old, that's young for me. That's pretty much young. My wife is 27 years younger than me. Okay, she's only 40 and I'm 67, so we've been together now for 12 years. But I taught over here at the school near my house, international school, and I was the only man teacher there. And there was like maybe 12 lady teachers, and about half of them were married maybe, and the other half, some of them didn't hardly speak in English, but some of them did. And the ones that didn't have husbands, they would kind of ask me in their broken English sometimes if I had any friends over anything in the U.S. that I could hook them up with, and I said I don't have any single friends that you know, I got single friends, but they're, you know, 75, 80 years old, man. They don't want no 25-year-old. Why? They're not gonna. But there's a young lady lives over here in the same subdivision as me, and she's probably, I don't know, 22, 23 years old. Stunningly beautiful, petite young Asian. Can speak English pretty well. I mean, I can carry on a decent conversation with her. So I see her from time to time, and she just told me she wants to marry a foreigner. She doesn't want to marry a Khmer man. She said doesn't want to. She wants a foreigner. She wants a foreigner baby. And I told her, I said, well, I'm married. I can't help you out with none of that stuff. So, but I told her you can go online, but you got to be so careful. They got so many scammers out there and stuff, man. And she just wants to she wants to go to the USA so bad. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have anybody there to help her out or anything. She lives with her grandparents. So I don't really know who she lives with. Maybe her parents, grandparents. I've never really asked her. Anyways, they got some beautiful, absolutely beautiful young ladies over here. Okay? I'm an old man. I'm 67. You can look at me. I'm not young anymore. My body, I take care of my body. I go to the gym a lot, do some weights, but I'm still 67. My face, my hair, you guys can tell. But I'm outside riding my bicycle around. I love to ride my bicycle. I go ride around through these little villages and all over the place and get me some exercise. And I cannot tell you how many girls, young girls, when I say young ladies, I should stop using girls. That kind of sounds weird, but these young ladies are hello, giving me a hello. And I'm married, so I just say hello back, and I just keep on going about my business. But if you guys, especially you guys, when I say guys, man, maybe a girl want that too. I don't know, but if you older gentlemen out there got any life skills, skill sets, you can make some money. Maybe you got a house, you can sell your house, and you're tired of putting up with all that BS women over there in the USA, man. Here's a place you can come over here, man, Cambodia. At least come over here on vacation, check it out. I got an email address. It's in the description. I'll give you guys the email address, but it's in the description. It's live.rich.cambodia@gmail.com. And if somebody shoots me an email and says, hey man, I want to come check it out, man. You know, once I see that you're legit, man, I'll start talking with you on my Telegram. I'm not going to give my Telegram number out over the internet. That probably wouldn't be too smart with all the spammers and scammers out there. But once I see you're like legit, you know, we're talking. If you want to come over, if somebody wants to come over here, man, yeah, I'll pick you up at the airport. Airport's about 40 minutes away from my house. I'll go to the airport, pick you up. I'll bring my wife with me and my daughter, and I'll make sure we take you to a nice hotel, and I'll have the wife go inside and get the room, because they got two different prices over here. They got the Cambodian, the Khmer price, and they got the foreigner price. And the Khmer price is a lot less. Okay, I'll tell my wife, you go inside and you go tell them, man, we want the Khmer price. Okay, and she's pretty good negotiator when it comes to that stuff. So, anyways, if I can help any of you guys out, that is the main purpose of this channel, is to kind of build my network out there to where people know who I am and what I'm about. And like I said, right now, until I got my website up and running, which will probably be a couple of years, I want to build my base first. But anyways, right now it's free, man. I'll do anything. I'll answer any questions you got. I've been coming over here for 12 years, living here for 4. I got hookups in every aspect you can think of, man. Immigration, work cards, schools you can teach at, maybe send your children to. I don't know, whatever you want. I know the stores, the markets to go to, the doctors, the good doctors, people that can install a Wi-Fi and the security camera. Oh, you know, on my website, I'll have links to all those places. Okay, but like I said, back, you know, whenever that website comes up, you're going to have a MasterCard, a Visa, or American Express. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that Discovery card. I really don't want people with a Discovery card over here. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, I don't want people with a Discovery card or people that ride on Carnival cruises. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them over here. So I'll just let them stay where they're at, and they can go into their little wherever they live. I'm just gonna stop right there. I don't want to have a problem with YouTube. But anyways, so that's the main point of this channel. Like I said, I got 2 channels. I got Goodbye USA. You can see the name over here, and then I got Live Rich Cambodia. And there's a lot of young ladies over here, man. They're waiting on you. I'm going to put out some videos in the morning. I already got them. I put them out on my other channel this morning. But if I put them out on the same day on both channels, it confuses YouTube's algorithm. And then they I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to put out some of those videos tomorrow morning. And just in case I don't talk to you guys until then, I probably will. But just in case I don't, man, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. They don't really do Thanksgiving over here. They don't know about that. So you guys take care. And if you go outside, man, be careful. Oh, yeah. And don't, I always tell everyone that they really don't do it. But please click like and subscribe if you can, if you feel so. This makes me feel better. Like I said, I'm not trying to do this for the money. It just makes me feel good when I get a new subscriber, I get a like, or leave a comment if you want in the comment section, man. I answer every comment. I look every day, man. I answer every comment. And so far, I've never had any nasty ones or anything like that. Nothing negative. So, anyways, you guys have a good day. And if I don't talk to you again until after Thanksgiving, man, you guys have a good Thanksgiving. All right. Thank you very much, and talk to you guys later.